Hey, it's Mike from the Logan and the Hobo RV Adventure channel. Welcome back to the channel.
Logan and the Hobo, best friends forever.
Another camping trip up to lovely Big Bear. I was planning on camping on the Forest Service land where I normally go, but it was too early in the season and I drove up on a locked gate closing the road. And so I had to back up with a trailer and I had to back out, do a 3-point turn on a major highway. It ended up working out and I found this little campground here called Barton Flats. Really happy to find this little campground. Once again, it's called Barton Flats. It's pretty close to the area where I normally camp up here on the Forest Service land. Cell reception was great. I was able to get phone calls and texts, and also it was good enough to stream video, which is always nice. You know, I like to watch TV while I'm camping. The camp hosts were really nice. They're really good people. Talked to them a little bit. Really enjoyed talking to them, and they did a great job keeping the campground nice and clean. The weather was perfect. In April is when I went, and it was really a nice trip. I showed up here on a weekday. I think it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday midweek when I came, and there was lots of empty sites. The place was maybe a quarter of the way full, but they were booked up for the weekend. They told me there was booked up solid already through the weekend, and it looks like for the entire season they were going to be booked up for the weekends. And so you got to reserve a place like this in advance. If you just show up, I think on the weekend you're going to be out of luck. If you just show up in the middle of the week, you'll have plenty of options like I had. And so it was a real nice camping experience, and I was experiencing a lot of solitude. I think on the weekend it would probably be a different experience with a lot more people there and probably a lot more hustle and bustle and noise and what have you. In this campground here in Barton Flats, there's lots of little trails you can take. This trail here I took, I actually ran up and then ran back down to a little lake called Jenks Lake, and it was about 1.5 miles each way. It was a good little run. I did see a pretty big coyote on the trail. as soon as the coyote saw me, it took off, and so it wasn't a problem. But it was really nice, really scenic. Looked like a great trail and a great little lake. The lake wasn't anything super spectacular, but there were some guys fishing up there and whatnot. There's some picnic tables, stuff like that. Living in the city, in a crowded city, as I do, it's so nice to get out here in the mountains and out into some wilderness and some open space and breathe the air and see the views. And this time of year is spectacular. You can see there's still snow on the high peaks in the mountains, and it was about 65, 70 degrees where I was. It was just really nice trip. Coming up on Jenks Lake here, I took the trail up here. There's also a paved road. You can drive a car, and there's a parking lot to get here. It's Jenks, Jenks. It's a really nice setup. There was some paved walkways, as you can see, and picnic tables. You can see the snow-covered peaks again. It's really long dock you could walk out on and get a good look at the water. The water level was low, but it was still lovely to be out there. Quick look at the route I took. It's a marked trail from the Barton Flats Campground to Jenks Lake. It was a nice trail, lots of switchbacks. The elevation wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. Now back at the Barton Flats Campground, this is the entrance here, and right when you pull in, there's 2 RV dump stations, and they have water that you can use to flush your tanks, and also potable water down at the end if you want to fill your freshwater tanks. The dump fee was $10. I believe that's $10 even if you pay to camp there. Probably payable at the camp host. I didn't dump here, so I'm not sure about where you pay, but I would assume at the camp host. And it looked really nice and clean, a good setup, easy in, easy out, good place to dump your tanks if necessary. All right. Well, thank you for watching another episode of the Logan and the Hobo RV Adventure Channel show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give me the thumbs up, hit the like button. If you like the content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.